Our ancillary and final products are very recognisable under the genre of horror through the use of dark, conventional colours, and the antagonist costume and presence on the poster is also present on the website as well. Our first idea of the poster was much more gory with blood and death, and from this idea I decided to use splats of blood to indicate death, but left out like more gory stuff, which also links to the final trailer, because as the blood being and death being less visible and violent, we went with the idea of possession and the undead and paranormal activities, which is a bit like The Grudge, which is what we based our storyline on anyway. Expanded on that, and it worked better as a trailer because it can be a bit less scary and a bit less believable when there's loads of gore and violence, because obviously with our acting being minimal, we wouldn't be able to pull it off. I think the website and the poster worked well in promoting the trailer because they were very informative, but we didn't give too much away. However, it could have been better in promoting the final product if we could have produced a bit more professional text. With obviously my lack of expertise on the website and Photoshop, it wasn't exactly how I professionally would want them. To be honest, we're very proud of the shots that we used. The camera work went really well, better than expected, because we used a wide range of different shots, which made our trailer much more interesting. Because you could see it from all different kind of angles, like power angles. Obviously, if the camera angle is pointing down, it shows that somebody's got less power and they're vulnerable. To be honest, I'm really proud of my makeup that I did on the antagonist, because it was very believable and looked professional because of the way we used proper makeup and the way that we made the undead look, with the dark eyes and the wet hair and the pale skin. I also was proud of the costume that we did as well. We did it with a white sheet and splattered it with blood and made it slightly dirty, which made it look more scary. If it was completely just blood everywhere, it would be unrealistic, because obviously the blood that we used wasn't as good as the one in normal trailers, professional trailers. Our poster targeted the audience the most compared to the website, because the antagonist was of a similar age of our target audience, which would make our audience want to go and watch it because they feel like they can relate, and it probably would be more scary rather than an old lady being the antagonist. Also, the background of the poster being a house made it relatable to our audience, because the setting was relatable to their home. If I could do any improvements, it would be in the sound effects and editing of the trailer, because we did struggle with this aspect in the final trailer because of our lack of knowledge of how to do it. The background music and the sound effects weren't spot on with what was happening in the actual trailer, with footsteps and things like that. It would have been much scarier if the background music fitted the actual movements and things like that. My skills have improved a lot since AS, especially in the research department, because at AS I had literally no idea what to do, where to go. But now I'm more sure of what type of people to ask, what type of questions to ask, to get right comments back, rather than ones that didn't really make a difference and didn't have a link to our trailer. I was more confident in going up to people and asking them to give feedback, whereas before I was a bit timid and a bit shy about it. I also knew more about secondary research of where to get it from, and what kind of information to collect, like